Welcome to our cake making today. And since we're going to have our English tea today, I thought that we should be making a traditional British cake that is like a household known cake. It's called Victoria sandwich cake. And originally, it will be used with dairy and eggs. So it's called sponge cake. However, today we are going to make a vegan version of the cake. Now I have a 400 gram of flours. As a matter of fact, you will see the ingredients on the handout I will be giving to you. So I'm just gonna put all the dry ingredients together. Here's some sugar. And this is the baking powder and baking soda. These are dry ingredients, so I'm just gonna mix together, make sure they're unified. That's beautiful. And then what's very important for vegan making is you will put your wet ingredient all together before you mix with the dry ingredients. As soon as you mix both together, you should put it in the oven. So now I already had the oven set on 350 Fahrenheit and already preheated. Okay, so this is the milk, and I'm gonna put oil in it. Some maple syrup, and vanilla extract. Okay, so now we're gonna mix our wet ingredient also just tiny bit. Make sure the maple syrup is not sink in the bottom. Okay, now as soon as we put this together, I'm going to use the hand beater to beat these two together for about 2 minutes. Okay, let's do that. So over here, and we're gonna start low, otherwise it's gonna be a disaster. There we go. Gradually, we'll speed up. Until they have a really creamy texture. It's always good to have a hand mixer with you. It's not expensive at all, but I would recommend that you definitely have one as an investment. It's coming up together. You can see it's a very thick paste of batter. And this will make sure that we have a very nice texture when we bake. Here we go. You see this? Beautifully thickened and a little bubbly. Okay, so now we are going to leave this on the side. Ooh, this keeps dripping. But now I'm going to evenly spread it into 2 baking pans. You could just use one, and the best one is the one that it can removable bottom. That'll be a lot easier for you later when you want to remove your cake. Since this is a sandwich cake, so we need 2 layers of cake. So since I have 2 of those, so then I'll evenly distribute them, and it'll be a lot easier later when we have to assemble the cake. So here we go. And of course, I have lined my baking pan with baking paper. That will also help me to release the cake on the pan a lot easier. Okay, that will do, I assume. That looks nice. And before we put it into our oven, I like to tap my baking pan a little bit. So make sure that I tap out all the air. So like this. Now ready to go into the oven. I'll be back in 25 minutes. Okay, now the cake is being baked. So in the meantime, I like to show you how we make the cream, which is the buttercream for our sandwich cake. Now here is the vegan butter that I have prepared. And I'm going to use, again, my hand mixer to mix a little bit until it shows a little bit like pale white. Okay, let's do that. Give the texture of the soften. Good. Now it's a time to add our powdered sugar. I'm going to stop that a little bit and just dump them all in. That's totally okay too. And this is the vanilla extract at the same time. Okay, so now we keep beating it. Beating it. All right. If you think it's too dry, don't worry. Later we'll all mix beautifully together. And look how yellow it is right now. Later, after we heavily beating it, it will become whiter. The color will be a lot lighter later. However, you must be very patient. Okay? This takes about 5 minutes or more. Sometimes. We will be right back. Hi, I'm back. So after 5 to 7 minutes of beating, now you see the color is a lot lighter. It's pale yellow. So we're ready to pop into the refrigerator for a little bit to form up. So we'll be back. Hello, I'm back, and our cake is baked. That also it's been cooled. You can't not start decorating your cake unless it's been completely cooled. I will melt that buttercream, and I want to show you the buttercream that has been put in the refrigerator, so it's a lot firmer. As you can see, it will be very easy to work with. Okay, so it's very easy to blend or make a sandwich cake. Oh, you know, it's sandwich. So right in the middle, we will have some fillings. So look at this fantastic cake. First, I'm gonna put some strawberry jam, which is a tradition for British to have. Even with their scones, they use the strawberry jam, and which is our favorite, family's favorite as well. Whoops. And this is a family style of sandwich cake. So you don't really have to be so rigid or stiff, no matter how many spoonful of jam you should put on your cake. or you know how thick it is. Just put as much as you wish, and put as little as you want. So I think I'm pretty good with my strawberry jam. Okay, let's be generous, a little bit on the side as well. This is about 4 tablespoons over here, which is in your recipe. Okay, here we go. Looks good. Very nice. Okay, now we're gonna put buttercream on top and generously put a thick layer of this delicious, delicious buttercream. And by the way, for the recipe, I actually has lowered the ingredient with the sugar content because I think the buttercream uses a lot of sugar and we should have enough of that. Okay, now here we go. Isn't this delicious? Okay. I'm gonna turn around and generously spread my buttercream on top of the jam. Again, you know, it's a family style. You don't have to be so precise. Whenever we're happy. Looks good? All right. Now I'm going to put my second layer. Remember that I have baked 2 cakes, and if you don't, you could just bake 1 big cake. And then you can cut them in half. But since I have 2 baking pans, I figure that's a lot easier and it saves some time on baking as well. So now I'm going to put more buttercream on top. Then we can decorate it with fresh strawberry. We're almost done with this splendid cake. I know you want to have a bite, but I'll be happy to send you a photo. Okay, here's our luxurious, beautiful. Okay, do we have enough? Now let's decorate it with some strawberry on top. Don't you love the smell of fresh strawberries? And now it's the season. You don't want to waste your appetite. You got to go to the supermarket and get some pretty nice strawberries. Oh, boy. My refrigerator is warning me that I forgot to close it. I know it looks like a huge cake, but here we go. We have a homemade vegan Victorian sandwich cake. Enjoy.